this is on trail day 110. Spent last night here at the Herd Brook Lean-To. Has one of those lovely baseball bat floors, which I can tell you when you're sleeping on a Thermarest Z-Lite foam pad is not the most comfortable thing. But I slept warming my hammock, or warming my sleeping bag, so after hiking in the rain, that was a nice plus. It's 50 degrees at the moment. The trail came in across the brook, is right down there. All I have to do today is 13 miles to the Birches shelter in Baxter State Park. It should be a very nice day as far as terrain goes. All the comments in Guthook says that the shelter's boarded closed, so I may have to restring my hammock up in my sleeping bag, put my hammock up tonight, which will be nice since I've been sleeping in shelters the last few nights. I just have to make sure I get up in time in the morning, take all that down and get to the park office before 9 a.m. Oh, I don't have any service to check the weather. Hopefully they can tell me at the park office what the expected weather forecast is. But the last I did check, tomorrow would be a good day. So hopefully it's still the case. And I'm still looking for this plush pine needle trail the guy told me about. There's only 18 more miles, so it has to show up sooner or later. But obviously this is not it. So as I make this trek to the base of Katahdin, close out that last 20 miles, I'm just kind of reflecting on the journey so far and the people that I've ran into. And I remember thinking a while back that when I got to Katahdin, I could just go home and do the other half some other time. I'm sure my wife would like that, and I miss her and the kitty. But then this is probably the only time that I ever get to do the entire trail. And the old saying, why put off to tomorrow what you can do today? So the plan is still to stick with it and go back to Harper's Ferry and go south. But a lot of it is not for the end goal of Springer. Just like this northbound section, the end goal is not Katahdin. It was everything in between. And it has been an adventure, I tell you. The video has just been a snippet. And I don't know what adventure awaits in the next 1,100 miles. I know when I start back in Harper's Ferry, I'll look at that northbound white blaze and reflect. Just 100 and something days ago, well, it's been longer than that, counting zeros, but I stared at that first blaze and didn't know what lied beyond. I mean, you know, Katahdin, a bunch of woods, rocks, streams, mountain views, the obvious, but it's the unknown aspects. And to be able to look at the first blaze going south and have the same unknown, just with a little more confidence that I'll walk out on Springer Mountain and be able to look back at that first northbound blaze again and know what adventure lies beyond. But ultimately, just like on the trail, you have to have a Katahdin, something to work towards. And I think a lot of hikers that have post-trail depression is because they do not have another Katahdin. And what I mean by that is, after Katahdin I have Springer. But then after Springer, I have other things on my bucket list that I want to start checking off, so that there'll always be a Katahdin, so to speak. Because once you have no Katahdin, you're kind of lost. You don't know what to do, don't know where to go, don't know where you're going. So I guess the main thing I have learned from this journey is make sure you always have a Katahdin. And you may know how you're going to get there. Just follow the white blazes. But there's unexpecteds along those blazes. It may ultimately be more important or more fulfilling than the Katahdin. But the only way you'll ever see the unknown is by pursuing your Katahdin, if that makes any sense. Or it could just be the ramblings of a madman who's been in the woods for too dang long. I think this is like day 10 since I've had a shower. I smell like a corpse that's been heated up in the microwave a few too many times, I'm sure. The sun trying to peek through the clouds. I'll probably have to stop and take my hoodie off here shortly. Well, that's it. That is the end of the 100-mile wilderness. I'm almost to the road at A-Ball Bridge. We'll be entering Baxter State Park shortly. I have a feeling this one I'll run into that nice pine needle trail and get to Baxter State Park. So I'm almost to the road. I didn't have a dinner for the night. I had the mashed potatoes last night that I was thinking about having tonight. And right here on the side of the trail was a brand new can of Vienna sausage. Normally I don't eat these, but tonight will be the exception. The trail will provide. It still stands true. A-Ball Bridge. And there's the behemoth itself. And a nice cloud cover. Got to the road and there was 2 Moxie sodas sitting there at the sign. There's 2 of us, so 2 is all we needed. Nice camp spot right there by the river. Good sunny day. Clouds shifting off a little bit. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. That's kind of a cool old truck. I need to get one of those to tow my camper. Somehow I just knew that the trail would be immaculate in the park. So the trail's not all immaculate. I've got a little over 6 miles to go to get to the Todd Stream campground. Check in at the ranger station. There's no one else at the Birches tonight, so just me and the other hiker that I'm hiking with. Nobody was there last night. There's a couple people the night before. And the weather forecast for tomorrow is mostly clear, sunny, and warm. Should be a great day to summit Katahdin. And then I get to town, take a shower, and eat tons of food. I guess that's when you know hiker hunger's kicked in. For the last few days, I've just been thinking about food on the trail. Like, I've been eating good. I mean, I've been going to bed with a full stomach. You just don't get the same nutrients and stuff out of mashed potatoes and whatnot as you would entrees in a restaurant. This is a cascade at Pine Point. This river's moving considerably faster than the other one was. I can't remember the name of it. It's but the two merged right down below the cascade a while ago. Trail's a little flooded today, so it's not all a nice walk in the park. Maine still has some roots and rocks to throw around. If I only had a canoe. This river would be a lot of fun. Here's another river cascade. So I had one stream crossing earlier, and once I got to the other side, I was like, I forgot to turn on the camera. But it was sketchy enough, I wasn't going to push my luck and try it again. This one here is pretty tame so far. Not bad. We have two waterfalls coming up. The first one will be Big Niagara, and the second one is Little Niagara. With a name like Niagara, hopefully they're a good waterfall. This is the top of Little Niagara. But you can't see the waterfall itself. I guess you can go down this trail. That wasn't the trail, and then there's another trail here. It looks like where people's trying to figure it out, kind of like I am. But no trail goes to it. That's kind of a bummer. Oh well. If there's a trail, I'm not sure where it's at. I know on the little outcropping, the big rocks in the way. So. Oh well. It's still kind of cool. This is a side trail toll dam. Said it was 150 feet, so why not? Doesn't look like much of a dam today. Some 3.1 miles from the Birches shelter. There's two other hikers, well, three other hikers besides myself. We'll be staying there and summiting tomorrow. So there's nothing else listed as far as waterfalls or anything. So. I guess I'll go ahead and end out this day. It's been a longer day than I expected, but that's alright. I have to get up early in the morning and get my summit card or whatever they do and get to the top of Katahdin and then figure out how to get out of the state park and into town. Maybe the terrain will stay like this all the way to the shelter.